Y'all, I've got to tell you what happened to me on my trip back from Mexico recently, where I was working the Mexico Open Golf Tournament. This was the craziest thing, and I think it's proof that karma is only a bitch if you are. So my flight was supposed to go out around 12 something, around lunchtime, and I got to the airport about 2 hours early, like I was supposed to, and my flight got delayed, and then delayed again, and then delayed again, and about 6 or 7 hours after it was supposed to depart, they finally told us it was being postponed till the next day. So no one was happy. All the passengers that were supposed to be scheduled to be on the flight had to line up at the ticket counter and get their tickets reissued for the next day. We had to get hotel and food vouchers, and then they were going to shuttle us to various hotels. And there was a lady in front of me just bitching and moaning and, carrying on and on. And at this point, there's nothing any of us can do. We're just going to have to wait until the next day. But she really had to be vocal about it, and she wanted to know where they were going to put her up, and she didn't want to stay in some dump, and they told her just to get on one of the shuttles, follow everybody else, and just go with the flow, lady. But she was really verbal about it. So I get my ticket reissued, and I'm following the groups as well, and they're sending us out in groups of 12 or 20 in these shuttle vans to various hotels. And of course, she's in my group, and she elbows her way to the front of the van and continues to complain. And she gets on, she's saying something to the driver about where we're going and where she's going to stay and what she's expecting, and what an inconvenience this is to her, like he can do something about it. And the shuttle was so full, I had to sit up front with the driver. So we leave the airport, and we're driving by some of these little bitty dumpy hotels that are in the flight path and look like they're built out of cinder blocks, and I'm just praying, please keep driving, please keep driving. And we keep going, and we drive by some that are a little bit nicer, but I'm thinking, oh, please keep driving, please keep driving. And we keep going, and finally we pull up to a nice place that looks like it's near downtown or the marina area, I guess. I don't really know downtown Puerto Vallarta that well, but it looks like a nice resort. And we pull up, and it's an all-inclusive resort on the beach. We don't get food vouchers because we don't need them. But I'm thinking, this is great. If you got to be stuck someplace, I'm happy. We get out of the shuttle van, and there's a guy standing there with a tray of margaritas greeting us. I mean, what is there to complain about? Of course, the lady doing the bitch and moaning is one of the last to get off the van because she was the first one to get on. And we're all getting our bags, and somehow she makes her way further up the line. And I'm, getting my luggage and enjoying my margarita, so I don't really care. And she ends up standing right in front of me. And of course, she gives the guy checking people in an earful, but he gives her her room key, and he sends her on her way. And when he calls next, and I walk up to him, I walk up with a smile on my face, and I said, I'll take the penthouse suite with an ocean view, please, kind of laughing. And I told him I'm happy to be here. This is great. This is wonderful. And he hands me my room key and says, enjoy your stay. Well, guess what kind of room he gave me? He gave me a 2-story penthouse suite with an ocean view. Here's a photo, what it looks like. There was a jacuzzi on the roof. It was fabulous. I enjoyed a wonderful meal, a couple of cocktails, a really good night's sleep. I mean, I must be living right. And the next morning, I had their huge buffet breakfast. I get back on the shuttle, and I'm next to that lady again. Turns out they gave her a room on the first or second floor with a view of the parking lot and the air conditioning system. Which, like I said, karma. It's only a bitch if you are.